can hear someone cry. Or am I dreaming?
You mad lady, can't you hear Budo's voice? It is Budo. Let's go and give him company.
What's the matter, little Budo? Why are you crying?
Hey Budo, tell me what's the matter.
Hey friends, are you practicing for some competition or some fashion show?
I don't think it's my birthday today. You don't need to work so hard to entertain me.
You seem to be getting more idiot than wise with your age.
Talk sense, you nonsense unlimited. Can't you see Budo crying? We are entertaining him.
Hi friends, what's going on? Can I help you?
Sure. Please take care of Budo. He's crying a lot.
But why is he crying? Let me check. What's the matter with you, dear friend? Tell me please. Oh no. What shall we do now?
We better call Vayu and Maya. They surely will solve our problem.
Sometimes you talk sense.
Hey, what does that mean? I am sensible.
Now, shall we call our friends?
Hello friends.
Hello friends.
Hi Vayu. Hello Maya.
Yes, my little friend. What can we do for you?
Budo is crying and we don't know what he wants. Could you please help us?
We even tried dancing, but he is not at all interested. What shall we do, Maya?
No problem. Let me talk to him. Hey big man, what's the matter with you? Do you want chocolate? Then what shall I give you?
Oh, so you want moon, right?
No problem. We will take you to the interesting journey of our solar system. Let's explore the stars, moon, sun.
And a sun.
That's good. But there is more than just stars, moon and sun in the sky.
But I don't see anything more than that.
Oh yes, sometimes I do see stars falling.
Okay. Today you will learn amazing things about them. Tell me, what is a sun?
Okay, I will tell you about the sun. The sun is by far the largest object in the solar system. It contains more than 99.8% of the total mass of the solar system. It is often said that the sun is an ordinary star. That's true in the sense that there are many others similar to it.
I never knew sun is a star.
Do you know how much time it takes for sun's rays to reach Earth?
No time at all. It comes every morning through my window and wakes me up.
Sun rays take 8 minutes to reach the Earth's surface.
No wonder it looks so cool in the morning.
That's correct. Now let us take a closer look at our solar system.
But before we go ahead, could you please tell us what is a solar system?
The sun and all things orbiting around it, including the 9 major planets, their satellites, asteroids and comets, are known as the solar system.
always wanted to touch the moon.
I will be an astronaut and walk on the moon.
That's great. But do you know what is a moon?
Moon is our uncle and gives us light.
Oh, he is saying Moon Uncle also helps us in eating food.
My dear friends, Moon is the satellite of the Earth. The Moon is Earth's only natural satellite. It has no formal name other than the Moon, although it is occasionally called Luna, which is Latin for moon. Its symbol is a crescent.
Hey, what's this? Why can't I stand on my feet?
I think we are Superman. Look, I'm flying.
Oh no, friends. As you know, Earth has gravity, and that's the reason we are firm on the surface. But in the solar system, there is zero gravity, and hence we are off the ground.
Hey, what's that? So many round balls.
They are planets. Do you know how many planets are there in the solar system?
No, we don't know.
There are 9 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun and the 8th largest. Mercury is slightly small in diameter than the Moon, but more than twice as massive. Since it is closer to the Sun than the Earth, the illumination of Mercury's disk varies when viewed with a telescope from our perspective. Temperature variations on Mercury are the most extreme in the solar system, ranging from 90 Kelvin to 700 Kelvin. Mercury in many ways similar to the Moon. Its surface is heavily cratered and very old. Mercury is the second dense major body in the solar system after Earth.
Venus is the second planet from the Sun and the 6th largest. Venus' orbit is the most nearly circular of that of any planet, with an eccentricity of less than 1%. Venus has been known since prehistoric times. It is the brightest object in the sky except for the Sun and the Moon, like Mercury. Since Venus is an inferior planet, it shows phases when viewed with a telescope from the perspective of the Earth. Galileo's observation of this phenomena was important evidence in favoring the theory of the solar system.
Earth is the 3rd planet from the Sun and the 5th largest. Earth, of course, can be studied without an aid of spacecraft. Nevertheless, it was not until the 20th century that we had maps of the entire planet. Pictures of the planet taken from the space are of considerable importance. For example, there are enormous help in weather prediction and especially in tracking and predicting hurricanes, and they are extraordinarily beautiful. Earth is divided into several layers, which have distinct chemical and seismic properties.
Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and the 7th largest. Mars has been known since prehistoric times. Of course, It has been extensively studied with ground-based observatories. But even very large telescopes find Mars a difficult target. It's just too small. It is still a favorite of science fiction writers, as this is the most favorable place in the solar system, other than Earth, for human habitation. Though Mars is much smaller than Earth, its surface area is about the same as the land surface area of Earth.
Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and by far the largest. Jupiter is more than twice as massive as all the other planets combined. Jupiter is the fourth brightest object in the sky, after the Sun, Moon and Venus. It has been known since prehistoric times as a bright wandering star, but in 1610, when Galileo first pointed a telescope at the sky, he discovered Jupiter's four large moons, La, Europa, Ganymede and Callisto, now known as the Galilean moons, and recorded their motions back and forth around Jupiter. This was the first discovery of the center of motion, not apparently centered on the Earth. Jupiter is about 90% hydrogen and 10% helium by number of atoms, 75 by 25% by mass, with traces of methane, water, ammonia and rock. Our knowledge of the interior of the Jupiter and the other gas planets is highly indirect and likely to remain so for some time.
Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest. Saturn is the root of the English word Saturday. Saturn has been known since ancient times. Galileo was the first to observe it with a telescope in 1610. He noted its odd appearance but was confused by it. Early observations of Saturn were complicated by the fact that the Earth passes through the plane of Saturn's rings every few years as Saturn moves in its orbit. A low-resolution image of Saturn, therefore, changes drastically.
Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun and the third largest by diameter. Uranus is larger in diameter but smaller in mass than Neptune. Uranus, the first planet discovered in modern times, was discovered by William Herschel while systematically searching the sky with his telescope on March 13, 1781. It had actually been seen many times before but ignored as simply another star. The name Uranus was first proposed by Bode in conformity with the other planetary names from classical mythology, but didn't come into common use until 1850. Most of the planets spin on the axis, nearly perpendicular to the plane of the ecliptic, but Uranus' axis is almost parallel to the ecliptic. Uranus has rings. Like Jupiter, they are very dark, but like Saturn, they are composed of fairly large particles, ranging up to 10 meters in diameter, in addition to the fine dust.
Neptune. Neptune is the eighth planet from the Sun and the fourth largest by diameter. Neptune is smaller in diameter but larger in mass than Uranus. Neptune was first observed by Gale and D'Arrest on 23rd September 1846, very near to the locations independently predicted by Adams and Leverrier from calculations based on the observed positions of Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus. Neptune's composition is probably similar to Uranus. Various ices and rock with about 15% hydrogen and a little helium. Neptune's blue color is largely the result of absorption of red light by methane in the atmosphere, but there is some additional, as yet unidentified chromophore which gives the clouds their rich blue tint.
Pluto. Pluto orbits beyond the orbit of Neptune usually. It is much smaller than any of the official planets and now classified as the dwarf planet. Pluto is smaller than 7 of the solar system's moons. After the discovery of Pluto, it was quickly determined that Pluto was too small to account for the discrepancies in the orbits of the other planets. Pluto has not yet been visited by a spacecraft. Even the Hubble Space Telescope can resolve only the largest features on its surface, left and above. A spacecraft called New Horizon was launched in January 2006. If all goes well, it should reach Pluto in 2015. The inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are called the terrestrial or Earth-like planets. They are rocky planets with metal cores which have solid surfaces. The outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, are Jovian or Jupiter-like. They have no solid surfaces and are made mostly of hydrogen and helium, which is why they are also known as the gas giants. Pluto is neither a terrestrial nor Jovian planet. It is a ball of ice and rock, not much larger than the largest asteroids and smaller than some moons. Some astronomers don't think that Pluto should be called a planet anymore. The planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn are visible to the unaided eye. The planets Uranus, Neptune and Pluto were discovered with telescopes.
Which one is planet Earth?
We cannot make out from here.
Okay. The blue ball is the planet Earth.
Why planet Earth has blue color?
Because Earth is 79% water and only 21% land.
If there is so much of water, then why is there always shortage of water in our society?
What is the difference between stars and planets?
If you observe the sky every night, the stars will all appear in the fixed positions with respect to each other. They will rise and set a few minutes earlier to each night, but otherwise nothing will change. Planets, on the other hand, are observed to move in very complicated paths with respect to the background stars, sometimes even appearing to go against the grains and reverse their directions. Therefore, they are easily distinguishable from the stars if you look at the sky every night.
Planets do not twinkle the way stars do. In fact, this is a good way of figuring out if a particular object you see in the sky is a planet or a star. The reason is that stars are so far away that they are essentially points of light on the sky, while planets actually have finite size. The size of a planet in the sky, in a sense, averages out the turbulent effects of the atmosphere, presenting a relatively stable image to the eye.
But why do stars twinkle?
Stars twinkle because of turbulence in the atmosphere of the Earth. As the atmosphere churns, the light from the star is refracted in different directions. This causes the star's image to change slightly in brightness and position. Hence, stars twinkle.
Wow! What was that?
That is a comet. Comets are objects composed mostly of ice and dust that grow tails when they approach the sun. All comets have a nucleus, which is hard rock or ice object. When a comet nucleus nears the sun, solar energy begins to heat the ice and vaporize. The gas flies off the comet, sometimes violently enough to break the nucleus apart and throws dust up with it.
There are also asteroids. Asteroids are small rocky objects in the solar system. The largest asteroid is Ceres, which is 933 kilometers, that is 580 miles across.
See, that is a meteor. Meteors are short white trails across the sky that we call shooting stars. They are caused by small pea-sized pieces of interplanetary dust that burns up when they slam into the Earth's atmosphere at high speed.
Oh Budo, that is a Milky Way. The Milky Way is an island of hundreds of billions of stars, gas and dust held together by gravity to form a gigantic disk that is surrounded by a halo of clusters, which are smaller spherical groups of stars. On a clear night, we can see the band of the Milky Way in the sky, the fuzzy light that stretches from one horizon to the other.
What is a galaxy?
On a dark night, we can often see a band of light stretching across the sky. This band is the Milky Way galaxy, a gigantic collection of stars, gas, and dust. Far beyond the Milky Way, there are billions of other galaxies, some similar to our own and some very different.
I often hear about lunar and solar eclipse. Could you please tell me what is it all about?
It is the most spectacular astronomical events that one can observe without a telescope. Lunar and solar eclipses were considered omens of great fortune or complete disaster in the ancient times. We now know that the occurrence of eclipses is a consequence of orbits of Earth and Moon with respect to the Sun. Telescopes. Telescopes are one of the main ways that the astronomers, both professional and amateur, explore the universe. They come in all shapes and sizes depending on their function. Generally, bigger telescopes are better if you want to see faint, faraway things, because they can gather more light and have better resolution.
I wish to stay here forever.
Yes, dear friend, scientists are finding ways to make life possible on these planets.
But until then, we will have to stay on planet Earth.
Hence, it is time to go back. Right, Vayu?
Exactly. Let's return to the Earth now. Oh kids, don't forget to watch the planets and the stars every night.
Bye and see you soon.
Bye bye Vayu. Bye bye Maya.